Hello, students. Welcome to our class. I am Teacher Loveburn, and I will be the one and my co-teachers to discuss you a very interesting and knowledgeable topic. Are you ready? Well, I think every one of us are now ready. To start our discussion, let me ask you some questions. Do you feel confident when you search for information in the internet? Do you easily locate relevant resources? Do you think you are capable of optimizing the use of online tools such as Facebook or Google when studying or doing a schoolwork? In the teaching and learning context, digital literacy is an important competence. In school, it has become a buzzword which refers to the ability to access, process, understand, utilize, create media content using information technologies and the internet. The skills that you use to be able to perform well in the situation are known as digital literacy. In the 21st century, you need to be equipped with the skills to be abreast with the demands in the workplace. So this lesson will focus on digital skills and digital literacy as a response to the 21st century development. So what are digital literacies? So digital literacies are those individual capabilities to be effectively and responsibly function and perform in a digital society. So who is the proponent of digital literacy? The term digital literacy was coined by Paul Gilster in 1997.
Thank you so much, Teacher Love, for imparting your knowledge to our beloved student. Today, I will be discussing the four types of literacy, which are media literacy, information literacy, ICT literacy, and communication and collaboration. But let's discuss that one by one. First, let's discuss what is media literacy. Media literacy is an expanded conceptualization of literacy that includes the ability to access and analyze media messages, as well as create, reflect, and take action using the power of information and communication. It also has the ability to decode media messages, including the system in which they exist, assess the influence of those messages and thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and create media truthfully and consciously. It also has the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, communicate, and create using all forms of communication. There are 10 creative ways to teach media literacy. The followings are the one that you can see on the screen. Next slide, please. Which is recognizing the fake news, using multiple sources, gauging the tone and language, questioning numbers and figures, understanding images and the brain, developing multimedia skills, recognizing bias, shaping the media ourselves, creating information, and the last one is becoming responsible creators. That will be all for the media literacy. Next that we have is information literacy. This type of literacy refers to a broad range of skills, including the ability to find, evaluate, use source of information effectively. Being information literate means that you know how to find credible sources, use relevant sources to inform your research, and understand what is constitute plagiarism. You can also think of information literacy as having 5 components, which is identify, find, evaluate, apply, and acknowledge source of information. Examples of literacy occurs as someone goes through step-by-step process to attain and verify information. And the best examples are the one that you can see on the screen, which is student writing a scientific research paper would first search for information for a specific purpose and make sure that they access that information in an effective way. The third one that we have is the ICT literacy. ICT is the ability to use tools of information and communication technology. It is also to define one's information problem clearly, access information effectively, evaluate the reliability, authority, and bias of sources. Best example for this is the shows in the screen, which is software applications and operating system, web-based information and applications such as distance learning, telephones and other telecommunication products like video equipments or multimedia products that may be distributed on videotapes, CDs, DVDs, emails, or the World Wide Web. The last that I'll be discussing is communication and collaboration. It is the ability to share information and messages by collaborative digital tools for personal and social purposes and to participate in communities and online network through ethical awareness and global citizenship. Digital communication and collaboration and participation involves behavior and attitudes for working with other in digital spaces. Best examples for this is communicating in text-based forms or building digital network through social media. And before I will end discussion this morning, I would like to leave you a keyword for you to remember this type of literacy. When we say media literacy, it's great using all forms of communication. In information literacy, it acknowledges source of information, while in ICT literacy, it evaluates the reliability, authority, and bias of sources. And lastly, communication and collaboration is to participate in communities and online networks through ethical awareness and global citizenship. That will be all for my discussion this morning, class. Hope you gain knowledge for this. Next, I will pass the virtual floor to Teacher Charlemagne Repaso. Teacher Cha, it's your time to shine. Thank you.
Let's move on to identity management. It is able to understand how to ensure safety and security in managing online, also known as identity and access management, ensures that authorized people and only authorized people have to access the technology resources they need to perform their job functions. It includes policies and technologies that encompass an organization-wide process to properly identity, authenticate, and authorize people, groups of people, or software applications through attributes including user access rights and restrictions based on their identities. This is perhaps the most important benefit organizations can get from IAM. By controlling user access, it will provide protection against ransomware, hacking, and other kinds of cyber. When a user enters his login credentials, his identity would be checked against a database to verify if the entered credentials match the ones stored in the database. For example, when a contributor logs into a content management system, he's allowed to post his work. However, he's not allowed to make changes to other user works. You only focus on your own works, but through IAM, only specific users in organizations are allowed to access and handle sensitive information. If there is no IAM, anyone like outsiders could access confidential company files. That's how importance of identity and access management to secure your safety. Next, we have learning skills, are ways of knowledge how to study and learn in a technology-enriched environment. Also a term that describes the task involving in learning. For example, your time management, how you solve the problem, and asking the right questions regarding on how to use properly the technology since every one of us is on learning stage. You may have heard about how everyone has a learning style which is different from but related to learning skills. Learning styles is how you prefer to learn and interact with information. You might be visual, oral, or kinesthetic learner. Knowing your preferred learning style can be helpful in knowing how to develop the skills necessary to be an effective learner. Next, we have here digital scholarship is being able to link and participate in professional and research practices. Extends traditional methods of research by leveraging new technologies and digital to advance research and enhance pedagogy. For examples of digital scholarship include text and data mining, apply computational and statistical methods to macroscopically explore large text and data. For the examples of text mining are the call center transcripts, online reviews, customer surveys, and other text documents. As example, we have social networking analysis. It is identifying the relationships between people within an organization, understanding how a community is structured and how it functions by looking at social groups, predicting the outcomes of an event based on the relationships that exist in a group or organization. Thank you.
So, there are four C's of the 21st century skills, and the first one is critical thinking. Critical thinking is learning on how to solve problems. It allows people to understand difficult concepts in a way that is clearer and more defined. They can more readily understand those concepts if they employ critical thinking. Ang kaning nga skill mo ni gamiton when we are going to solve problems or we need to find solution to the problem. The second one is creativity. Creativity requires students to think out of the box and to take pride of what is uniquely theirs. It includes exploring thoughts or ideas that are new or different in some way from previous thoughts and ideas. So, kaning gamito na tong creativity when we are tasked to do certain activities nga nag-involve of it could be arts or anything nga kanang maka-allow na to nga gamito na nga to ang personal ideas or imagination. The third one is communication. Communication makes their students express their ideas in the clearest and organized manner through varied modes, face-to-face, technologically mediated, or a blended medium. So we all know what communication is. It's the way we interact or socialize with other people. It is also considered a skill. So if you're good in socializing with people, then you have this skill. And the last one is collaboration, which is knowing on how to work well with others. And it is when a group of people works together through sharing of ideas and is looking to accomplish a common goal. So, kanang makig group ta, and then we're going to listen to different perspectives and na understanding. It is already considered as collaboration, and it is really important so that your goal will be achieved and there would be a teamwork between the group that you're in.
Coding is a universal language, basic understanding of HTML, CSS, and it will create a shared understanding of what can be done with the web pages. What is coding used for? Coding creates a set of instructions for computers to follow. These instructions determine what actions a computer can and cannot take. Coding allows programmers to build programs such as websites and apps. Computer programmers can also tell computers how to process data in better, faster ways. Second is collaboration. The use of Google Docs, among others, allows students to begin experimenting with effective online collaboration. By using online collaboration tools, your students are able to negotiate content between each other and work together on including visual elements to enhance the overall look and feel of their project or presentation. It is a democratic tool in that students must accept and amend their ideas and work based on paper reviewing and feedback. Students are able to contribute, revise, and edit, comment, reference, and study using these enhanced learning tools. Third is cloud software. This is essential part of document management. The cloud is used for store everything from photos to research projects to term papers and even music. Cloud-based software provides users with a way to access and use applications over the internet instead of installing them on their computers. One of the main benefits of cloud-based software is that it is more reliable than traditional software, as updates are automatically installed. Also, there is no need to worry about data loss in a system crash. And lastly, the word processing software. Google, Microsoft, Online Dropbox are available for storage and management solutions. Word processing software is used to manipulate a text document such as resume or a report. You typically enter text by typing, and the software provides tools for copying, deleting, and various types or formatting.
Next is screencasting or screencast. It is a digital video recording of your computer screen that typically includes some sort of audio voiceover. You can think of a screencast as the video equivalent of a screenshot. You will notice that screencasts are also often called screen recordings. So, a major benefit of screencasting is that the viewer can watch the screencast at a time when it's best for them, because learning doesn't always take place in an academic setting. Additionally, the viewer can absorb the information at their own pace by pausing and rewatching portions. Next, personal archiving. It refers to any digital content created by individuals in their day-to-day lives. This might include emails, Word documents, calendars, music, websites, or social media interactions. Students should be taught concepts such as metadata, tagging, keywords, and categories succinctly and directly to help them start thinking about how they are represented online. So, personal archives are how individuals manage and store their digital archives so that they can be used now and in the future. So, a well-managed personal archives can help individuals to make more informed decision about how their files will be used in daily life. Okay, next is information evaluation. Evaluating information encourages you to think critically about the reliability, validity, accuracy, authority, timelines, point of view, or bias of information sources. So, evaluating information is an important part of the digital literacy process. To evaluate digital content to ensure it's meaningful, look critically at information to determine its relevance, suitability, and reliability. Be critical and skeptical about sources and information to ensure authenticity. The last one is the use of social media. We all know that billions of people around the world use social media to share information and make connections. On a personal level, social media allows you to communicate with friends and family, learn new things, develop your interest, and be entertained. So there are many forms of social media, including blogs, microblogs, wikis, social networking sites, photo sharing sites, instant messaging, video sharing sites, podcast, widgets, virtual worlds, and more. So, digital literacy is important in the use of social media because digital literacy encompasses the skills required to use technology safely, effectively, and responsibly.
So why is digital literacy skills important in teaching and learning? Digital literacy skills can improve the academic performance of students by allowing them to create content such as presentations, videos, and blog posts. When they use digital tools to create their own original content, many of them can understand the material better and are more likely to retain the information.